Have you ever noticed that some people seem calm no matter what life throws at them? They face rejection without falling apart. They handle pressure without losing themselves. They wake up each day with a quiet confidence that cannot be shaken. It almost looks like they know a secret the rest of the world has forgotten. But here's the truth. Their strength doesn't begin when the day becomes difficult. It begins long before that. It begins in the first hour after they open their eyes. But imagine if your mornings became different. Imagine waking up with a mind that no longer panics, no longer chases approval, no longer depends on motivation to move forward, because the way you begin your morning quietly determines the person you become by nightfall. Hello everyone, welcome to the Stoic Hypnosis channel. In today's video, you'll discover 7 powerful morning habits inspired by timeless Stoic wisdom. Habits that have helped strong men and women remain calm in chaos, disciplined in temptation, and focused when the world tried to pull them in every direction. Stay with me until the very end, because the 7th habit is the one that quietly separates those who merely survive each day from those who truly master their minds and, ultimately, their lives. Now, let's get started. Habit 1. Wake up before the world takes control of your mind. The first battle of every day begins the moment you open your eyes, not against other people, but against your own attention. Most people reach for their phones within seconds of waking up. Before their feet even touch the floor, they have already invited the world's noise into their minds. News headlines, social media, emails, and endless opinions begin shaping their emotions before they have even formed a single thought of their own. The Stoics understood that a mind borrowed from the world can never truly be free. Marcus Aurelius began his mornings by preparing his own thoughts before facing anyone else's. He reminded himself of the challenges ahead, not to become discouraged, but to remain grounded in what he could control. Tomorrow morning, resist the urge to immediately consume information. Sit in silence for just a few minutes. Take a slow breath. Let your first thoughts belong to you, not to your phone, not to strangers, and not to the endless demands of the outside world. When you protect the first moments of your day, you protect the direction of your entire life. Habit 2. Strengthen your mind before you strengthen your body. Many people invest hours in building a stronger body, yet spend almost no time training the mind that controls every decision they make. The Stoics believed the opposite order was essential. Before lifting weights, lift your thoughts. Before training your muscles, train your character. A strong body without a disciplined mind can still be ruled by fear, anger, or impulse. But a strong mind can endure pain, uncertainty, disappointment, and hardship without losing its balance. Each morning, spend a few quiet minutes reading a page of timeless wisdom. Reflect on a single sentence that challenges the way you think. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to become today? The answer to that question matters far more than your schedule, because every action that follows will either strengthen that identity or weaken it. The greatest victories are never won in public. They are won in the private conversations you have with yourself before the rest of the world wakes up. Train your mind first, and your actions will naturally begin to follow. Before we continue, take a quiet moment to reflect on what you've heard so far. Ask yourself, which of these morning habits have I been neglecting the most? Share your answer in the comments below. Your reflection might encourage someone else to begin changing their own mornings. And if you're enjoying this journey into Stoic wisdom, consider subscribing to the channel. Every week, we explore timeless principles that help you build a calmer mind, stronger discipline, and a more meaningful life. Now, take another deep breath, because the next habit may be the one that completely changes the way you begin every single day. Habit 3. Decide who you will be before the day decides for you. Most people allow circumstances to shape their identity. If someone praises them, they feel confident. If someone criticizes them, they begin to doubt themselves. If the day goes well, they are happy. If it goes badly, they lose their peace. The Stoics refused to live this way. They understood that a person without intention is easily controlled by whatever happens around them. Before stepping into the world each morning, decide the kind of person you will be. Not what you hope will happen, but how you will choose to respond. Perhaps today you will practice patience. Perhaps today you will refuse to be offended. Perhaps today you will remain calm when others lose their temper. These quiet decisions become an inner compass that guides you when life becomes unpredictable. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that he could not control the actions of others, but he could always control the quality of his own character. That is where real power begins. When you define your values before the day begins, the world loses much of its ability to shake you. Instead of reacting to every situation, you begin responding with wisdom, and that single shift changes not only your mornings, but gradually your entire life. Habit 4. Practice gratitude. Before you pursue more modern life, teaches us to begin each day by thinking about what is missing. More money, more success, more recognition, more possessions. As a result, many people spend their lives chasing happiness while rarely experiencing it. The Stoics practiced something entirely different. Before asking life for more, they paused to appreciate what had already been given. A new sunrise, another breath, a healthy body, a chance to learn, a chance to love, another opportunity to become better than yesterday. Gratitude does not make you less ambitious. It makes your ambition healthier, because you stop chasing from a place of emptiness. Instead, you grow from a place of abundance. Each morning, think of 3 things you already have that money cannot buy. Perhaps it is your family, your health, your peace of mind, or simply the gift of waking up to another day. When gratitude becomes your first thought instead of complaint, your perspective begins to change. The world may remain exactly the same, but you no longer experience it through the eyes of scarcity. You begin to notice opportunities where others only see problems, and that quiet shift in perspective becomes one of the greatest strengths a Stoic can possess. Habit 5. Accept that difficulties will come before they arrive. One of the greatest reasons people lose control of their minds is simple. They expect life to be easy, so when problems appear, as they always do, they react with frustration, anger, or fear. The Stoics trained themselves differently. Each morning, they quietly reminded themselves that they might encounter delays, criticism, disappointment, selfish people, or unexpected setbacks, not because they were pessimists, but because they wanted to be prepared. When difficulty is expected, it loses much of its power to disturb you. Imagine beginning your day by saying, "Today, not everything will go according to my plan. Someone may misunderstand me. Something may test my patience." And then adding, but none of these things can take away my character unless I allow them to. That simple shift transforms obstacles into opportunities. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you begin asking, "How can I respond with wisdom?" That is the mindset of a Stoic. The world remains unpredictable, but your peace no longer depends on it. Habit 6. Do one difficult thing before comfort finds you. Comfort has a quiet way of stealing ambition. It rarely destroys your future all at once. Instead, it whispers, "Just 5 more minutes? You can start tomorrow. Today isn't the right day." The danger is not that these excuses sound unreasonable. The danger is that they sound completely believable. The Stoics understood that discipline grows through action, not intention. Every morning, choose one task that requires effort before your mind begins negotiating with itself. Wake up when the alarm rings. Take the cold shower. Write the first page. Read the difficult chapter. Exercise before checking your phone. The task itself is not the point. The victory is. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, your self-respect grows stronger. You begin trusting yourself again, and once that trust is built, discipline becomes less of a struggle and more of your identity. Strong people are not born with extraordinary willpower. They simply practice choosing growth over comfort, one morning at a time. Habit 7. End your morning by remembering the person you want to become. Before the day carries you into meetings, responsibilities, distractions, and endless decisions. Pause for one final moment. Ask yourself a question that few people ever dare to ask. Who am I becoming through the way I live today? Not what you will earn, not what others will think of you, not how successful you may appear, but who you are becoming. The Stoics believed that success without virtue is empty. A person may gain wealth, status, influence, yet still lose themselves in the process. That is why every morning offers something more valuable than another opportunity to achieve. It offers another opportunity to become more patient, more disciplined, more courageous, more honest, more grateful. These qualities are built quietly through ordinary mornings that most people overlook. Years from now, you will not remember every meeting you attended or every notification you answered, but your character will remember the choices you made, because character is nothing more than repeated decisions made over time. So before you step into the noise of another day, remember this. You are not simply preparing for today's challenges. You are shaping the person you will become for the rest of your life. And there is no greater victory than waking up each morning with the intention to leave this world wiser, kinder, and stronger than you were yesterday. Conclusion. The way you begin your morning quietly shapes the way you live your life. These 7 Stoic habits are not about becoming perfect overnight. They are about making small, intentional choices that strengthen your mind day after day. A calm mind, steady discipline, and a clear sense of purpose are never built by chance. They are built through consistent habits practiced when no one is watching. The greatest lesson is this. You don't need to control the entire day. You only need to control the first moments of it. When you master your mornings, you stop reacting to life and start leading it with wisdom and intention. Tomorrow morning, choose just one of these 7 habits and commit to it. Practice it consistently for the next 7 days. You may be surprised by how such a small change begins to transform your focus, your confidence, and your peace of mind. If this video brought you value, Please subscribe to the channel and join our growing community of people committed to building stronger minds and living with timeless Stoic wisdom. Your support truly inspires us to continue creating meaningful content that helps you become calmer, wiser, and more resilient with every new video. Thank you for taking the time to watch until the end of the video. See you in the next videos.